From love letdowns and legal battles with an ex, to scary health diagnoses and unexpected personal losses.
Change everybody's life in our family.
The most successful Colombian actress, Sofia Vergara, has faced a bunch of challenges. However, are those trials all in the past now? She went through family drama. Sofia Vergara is absolutely nailing her role as the drug queen Griselda Blanco in the latest Netflix hit. She wanted to share the story of this powerful woman 12 years ago and eventually became one of the producers for the miniseries. But did you know the actress has had some real-life experiences that match her character? She was born in Colombia, raised a kid solo, and had to move to another country. On top of that, her brother had connections to the cartel.
I grew up during that time. I know that business. My brother was part of that business. He was killed in the 90s. I was very I know this character.
Sofia's brother, Rafael, was only 2 years older than her. She described that period in her life as an absolute nightmare. The actress often talked about her brother's passing on America's Got Talent. Additionally, she got a tattoo with an R on her wrist in memory of Rafael.
Fortunately, none of us was able to say goodbye to him.
Vergara brought her mother, sister Veronica, and younger brother Julio to Miami, where she was residing at that time.
Change everybody's life in our family.
Her mom seemed like a zombie for quite a while, and her younger brother was forever changed. Dealing with his depression, Julio turned to alcohol and drugs, resulting in over 30 arrests in a decade as reported. After a 5-day stint in a Miami jail, the man was eventually deported back to Colombia.
To see somebody dying over 10 years little by little, that's the worst punishment.
The celeb's brother's current situation is a mystery. By the way, Vergara once kept something about herself a secret too. She beat the serious illness. The actress was just 28 when she discovered she had cancer. It was during a regular checkup that she got diagnosed with a malignant thyroid tumor.
I know how hard it is, to be given that news and to, go through all the treatment and all the nightmare that cancer brings. You hear cancer, 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 but you never think that you're gonna really have to face it yourself.
Sofia quickly gathered herself and started the treatment. Luckily, the surgery was a success. However, she needed iodine radiation afterward because there was still some cancer left. The celebrity kept her diagnosis under wraps as she just started building her acting career in the USA. Vergara didn't want to add more stress to her life by making this information public.
You don't want to deal with anything else while you're going through it.
Today, Sofia is involved in supporting cancer patients. In her native Colombia, she collaborates with various charitable organizations.
I know a lot of people that has, at what point in their lives, they had somebody, it's such a horrible sickness that doesn't care. So, of course, it's very important for me.
The actress understands that her fame can make a positive impact, and this is something she has been dedicated to for many years. Becoming a star was no cakewalk for her. People might think Sofia Vergara just lucked into fame, and some believed it was all about her fantastic Latin American figure.
My giant boobs and my body opened doors for me. They were my passport to the world when I was 20 years old, when I started as a model.
But the thing is, her curvy body caused some obstacles at the start of her acting career.
When you come to Hollywood, it is difficult to be in the cameras, and you do look a little bigger in the cameras. So a lot of people was telling me, we think that you should, try to be a little bit more like the standard size.
Due to this, Vergara had to practically live at the gym and completely overhaul her diet. But that wasn't the biggest issue. Her Colombian accent, which is now a big part of her image, used to hold her back from landing her dream roles.
You can't compare the opportunities you get to an American accented actress. When they get 10 scripts a week, I get 2 a month.
Sofia hired a coach to help her ditch her accent, but it backfired. She got too serious about it and forgot to enjoy the process. In the end, the actress's destiny was shaped by former ABC president Steve McPherson. He was the first one to have faith in her and didn't cancel the contract even after Sofia appeared in 2 unsuccessful projects, Hot Properties and Nights of Prosperity. Eventually, later she landed the role that turned everything around, Gloria in Modern Family, a character created specifically for Vergara. In the last 2 seasons, she earned a whopping $500,000 for just one episode of the series. And today, Vergara's fortune is estimated at almost $200 million. Well, even as a superstar, she still faces occasional ridicule for her accent. This happened recently during an interview on a popular Spanish talk show when the host interrupted Sofia while she was discussing her sitcom work.
Gloria Preacher era mi personaje
En
en Modern Family. Y
¿Cómo
eso no-
dices Mother Family?
The surprised actress quickly came up with a response, but it was evident she didn't appreciate the joke.
¿Me sale mal?
No.
Porque hablas mejor
tengo yo-
inglés que yo.
Sí.
¿Cuántas nominaciones al Emmy tienes tú en Estados Unidos? En Estados Unidos, perdón. ¿Cuántas veces te nominaron a los Golden Globes?
Sofia has made it clear. She won't stand for any more teasing, especially given the difficulties she's faced with men before. She's still looking for love. Just last year, Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello surprised everyone by announcing their split. The Hollywood couple had been going strongs for 7 years and looked like they were having a blast.
I actually got married to my celebrity crush, so my wife, Sofia.
It turned out later that the reason for their divorce was the actors' different opinions about having kids. Joe was really keen on having a son or a daughter, but talking about it publicly made him uneasy.
I mean, you guys are married, and I'm sure people have asked you this a million times, but
did during commercial
are you
break.
going to have children? Yeah, is that something that
You want me
guys
to announce it right here?
Now it's becoming clear why. Sofia just didn't want to expand her family.
My marriage broke up because my husband was younger. He wanted to have kids, and I didn't want to be an old mom. I feel it's not fair to the baby. I respect whoever does it, but that's not for me anymore.
And somehow you can understand it. She's 51, and not every woman feels up to having a baby at that age.
I have to say the press was very respectful and very nice, and I thought that they were going to invent more things, you know, how it usually is, and I was surprised, and no.
Besides, Sofia's already got a 32-year-old son, Manolo. She tied the knot with her high school sweetheart, Jose Gonzalez, at the age of 18. Later, they went their separate ways, and Vergara found herself alone with a child.
I was 20 years old when I had Manolo, so I was kind of like raising myself at the same time.
After that, Sofia had to take on both the roles of a father and a mother, but she's proud that she managed to raise a fine young man.
I don't have anything bad to say about my son, so I did a great job.
Vergara has a good relationship with Manolo's father. She even mentioned that he stays at her house when he is in the USA. However, when it comes to her ex-fiancé Nick Loeb, the celeb doesn't even want to recall those memories. The couple got engaged in 2012 and froze embryos through in vitro fertilization. After their breakup, Nick wanted to use a surrogate to carry those embryos. Sofia strongly opposed the idea, took legal action against her ex, and the battle went on for years.
Child needs a mother.
A mother
who's
and a loving, more than a mother, needs a loving relationship of parents, you know, that get along, that don't hate each other, well, I don't hate him, but obviously he has a problem with me.
Ultimately, Nick was prohibited from becoming a father at that way. All Vergara herself truly wants today is the happiness and warmth that comes with being a woman. She joked that she's ready to stick around in New York City just for that.
I think that you have more options with men also.
I think so.
I'm single now.
We wish her all the success on this journey. Vergara has shown that despite all the challenges, she has only grown stronger. Remarkably, she has kept her positive and cheerful spirit intact.
We Colombians have experienced so many terrible things that we always know how to see the bright side of life. Because if we didn't, we wouldn't be able to live.
What are your thoughts on this actress? Feel free to share them in the comments.